Morning YouTube, so with today's video I'm going to give you 5 good spring cheapies that you could rock. So let's just get into it. First one is going to be Dunhill's Fresh. This one just doesn't get a lot of mention at all. It does have that 2000s clone vibe. Oh yeah, but this one is actually surprisingly pretty good. So this fragrance here is super green. It's got green notes, basil, iris, vetiver, cedar, lavender, sage, and more. I think it's got like something like 15 to 20 different notes, but what you're really gonna get is you're gonna get that like a slight floral component, more green than anything. It's a very green, fresh fragrance, so the freshness does come from the lavender. There's a little bit of florals, and the base is like maybe a slight woody dry down. Overall, it's not bad. This is not a great fragrance, it's just a good fragrance. That's why it's 5 good cheap fragrances for spring, right? But if you just want to wear something for the sake of wearing something, you know, whether it's to school or even work, and you just want something that's safe and fresh, look into this one here. Longevity is about 6, maybe 7 hours at the most, but I would say more in the 6-hour range. Fragrance number 2, I did a review. I have not released that one, and it's been since October. Don't worry, I'm going to release it. But Calvin Klein Truth. It came out in 2002. So it's been around for a long time. This is more of a fresh, spicy scent with woods. There's fern, green leaves, basil, there's cardamom, some birch, and maybe some other woods to it as well. But overall, it's not a bad scent. It's very much like this one here. It has a little bit of that 2000s cologne vibe. But I like it. It's just overall a fresh, woody, spicy green scent that you could wear to school, to work, just everyday casual. Longevity off this one here is going to be 5 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 3 is going to be Burberry The Beet. So this one just doesn't get a lot of mention, and surprisingly it's pretty good. So this one here just has a lot of black pepper, citron, vetiver, woods, and thyme. So it's a very bright citrusy scent. It's herbal with the thyme, very peppery, but with a woody dry down. The woody dry down is like a little bit earthy as well. And when I smelled this years ago, I could have sworn that it was a lot more peppery. So I don't know if this one's been reformulated, but the bright citron and the pepper itself is really, it's not the best scent, but it's surprisingly really nice. And with that added thyme to add that little green herbal touch to it, it's really nice. It's just an everyday fragrance that I would say for work. It's a solid work scent, and you're gonna get about 6 to 7 hours with this one here. Fragrance number 4, I don't have the bottle. It's somewhere in that damn mess. I've been looking for it for the last 20 minutes, and I am just too flustered and too pissed off to find it. So we're just gonna say it. It's Kenneth Cole For Him. Okay? This fragrance here I find is a great work scent. It's very ambery, so it's loads of amber. You're gonna get citruses, there's fresh sea salt, ginger, and mineral notes. It's just an everyday fragrance, pretty much. You could wear it to school, but I just think it has that work scent. It just has that work vibe. Overall, not a bad scent. It's from like a line that has like multiple unisex fragrances. But this one is more marketed towards the men out there. I personally like it. Longevity is going to be anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. And fragrance number 5, Hugo Boss Bottled Night. Now just because it says night, does not have to be worn just at night. This can be worn any time of the day, and it's actually quite versatile. It's got lavender, birch, violet, musk, and wood. So it's an airy, powdery, woody type of fragrance that's pretty fresh. Overall, it's a great scent that does not get a lot of mention. I personally didn't think that I was going to enjoy it all that much. When I did my review, I think that I thought it was just an alright fragrance. But I wore it the other day and I'm like, this is surprisingly really good. I think it would probably be best suited for a guy who's a little bit older, so 30 and up. But if you're in your early 20s, you could rock this no problem. But it just has a little bit more of an older, mature vibe, if you will. Quite versatile. Longevity off this one here is going to be 6 to 7 hours. And guys, that's it. I gave you 5 good spring fragrances. Good. Not great, but sometimes you just want to smell good. Any reviews that I've done on these, they will all be down in the description box below. What videos to watch next? Well, why don't you check out this list here, which is going to be all spring. And before you go, please make sure to give me one of these, as I really would appreciate it. I thank you for your time. Take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.